Summer, and this is the Breakdown. What? Hey, everybody! Hi, everyone! Missed me? I missed you guys. Guess what? It's Wednesday, September 1st. It's time for the breakdown. Yeah, yo, what? Today I actually have guests. I'm like super excited. Knock on wood, everything goes good because Wednesday equals technical difficulty day. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Today we're breaking down BIGFOOT Knows Karate, and with me are the creator and co-writer of BIGFOOT Knows Karate, and that would be Dan Price and Casey Allen. How you guys doing today?
Hey, how's it going?
Good to be here, Kath. Thanks for having us.
Of course. Thank you so much for taking time and being on with us. So, Dan, you started BIGFOOT Knows Karate, correct?
Correct. Yes, I came up with it a few years ago. Came up with the concept a few years ago. Started off as a comedy. Then it kind of, as the art style started to come together, it rolled into more of an action adventure, psychological thriller. A lot of cryptids, a lot of craziness. So really excited about the direction that this book is going in. Kind of think of it as a Godzilla versus Kong meets Kill Bill attitude. So it's been a lot of fun doing it. Casey came on a few months ago when I got serious writing the script in January, and came up with a whole idea for a 5-issue arc, but I needed somebody to help me out and put it all together. So Casey came on board. We met over the Comic Jam a few years ago. And I am so grateful for him because he's kept all the strands in my head from not falling out from just from shock and stress. So it's been amazing.
So you said you guys met at Comic Book Jam, which for those that don't know is like a convention, correct?
No. The Comic Jam is an online workshop that that I help run. It is thecomicjam.com. We use Discord to communicate, and each week what we do is we pair up a writer and an artist. We give the writer a week to turn in a script based on a theme that everyone votes on. After they turn in that script, we pair that script up with an artist, and then we get once the art is done, we get a letterer involved, and then we post it on the website. It's a good way for us to build up our portfolio. It's a good way for us to learn how to work with other people and kind of try out new styles of doing things without falling flat on our face. It's a fun, free way to experiment without feeling like you shit the bed. Basically, you can get away with stuff because it's just a page. You're only investing your time as an artist, as a writer, into one page. It's 1 page, 6 panels tops. Occasionally, we'll do one-offs where we go longer form, but the formula that we've stuck to and what we found is that works and gets people involved is, I can commit myself to doing this 1 page. I can do this. And if it doesn't work out, if I hate the person I'm writing for, if I think the script sucks, if I'm not a fan of the theme, it's just 1 page.
I wish I could remember who, but I was at a convention and somebody had told me about that. So when you started describing it, I was like, oh my God, I know, but I can't remember the person's name. But they basically said, you guys meet up on Discord.
Were you in Virginia?
No, it was in North Carolina. It was in Raleigh.
Okay, because the founder of the Comic Jam is from Virginia. His name is Aaron Miller, and he started it up, and eventually he teaches, and so I kind of stepped in and helped run the jam, and now we're still going. We've been going for about almost 5 years. Started on Reddit, and then now we're our own thing.
So tell us a little bit about BIGFOOT Knows Karate.
Oh man, like I said, it's this it, like I said, we got our Godzilla versus Kong meets Kill Bill concept, but really it is a story of a gentle cryptid warrior who is living in a world where anyone can be a hunter and anyone can be a prey. And that's a theme that we play with a lot. So the first issue is actually called Bigfoot Knows Karate, Chapter 1, Hunter Prey. And so we see this Bigfoot who is put through his paces throughout the issue. And we watch we watch him go from from the hunter to the prey and back again throughout it. There is it's a book in 4 acts basically. So, and one of the most important parts of it is the huge smash 'em up story between Bigfoot Knows Karate and Kung Fu Thulu. That's right. We have a Cthulhu in our book, and it's just such a cool concept. I mean, it really is, because you think what it is based on the name alone, and the name's fun. It's a hook. It definitely grabs people's attention, but it is what you think it is, but it's so much more. And then it's exactly what you think it isn't. You know what I mean? So we have a really great cliffhanger at the end and twist that is going to kind of turn you on your ear, and you'll either go, "What the fuck was that?" or "What the fuck was that?" You know what I mean? It's one or the other. I really hope you all get into it, because I know Casey has. We're having a blast working on this thing.
It's going to be everything that you would want from a comic named Bigfoot Knows Karate, but better. That is we've really gone hard in the paint in kind of going beyond the limitations of what the name could mean.
Okay.
And so we've had a lot of fun with it.
So I was actually going to ask you, Casey. So Dan approaches you and is like, "Hear me out." Did you jump on it right away, or were you like, "Let me think about this"?
So here's the deal. I have a book that I'm working on called Voodoo Child. We just finished our second Kickstarter the other day. Successfully funded issue 2. So yay! I run the jam, and I also do interviews occasionally for Spoiler Country podcast.
Okay.
I wasn't certain that I would be able to do another project. I kept seeing Dan draw these pictures of this Bigfoot, and I said, "Dude, you really need to do something with this character. He's too cool looking." He's like, I think I have a story. I got a story in my head somewhere. I'm like, "Well, you write the fuck down and then get it done." And I offered my help as an editor. I said, I'll gladly edit this. If you need help, we can bounce ideas back and forth. Then I said, if he's a cryptid and he's doing kung fu or karate, maybe he needs to fight another cryptid. And then like a day later, I was like, I don't know, I think I was like driving to work or something. It was like 5 a.m. I'm dodging cows on the way to work, going through the country. And I'm like, "Motherfucking Kung Fu Thulu, that's what he needs." And so I immediately messaged Dan as soon as I get, pull over, message Dan, because I'm a responsible driver. And and then we're still bouncing ideas back and forth, and he's like, "Hey man, can you come on and help me co-write this?" And I was really reticent to co-write anything with anybody, because you can't. It's really hard to write with people when they have the idea in their head already, or if they have the idea in their head and it's only in their head. They want you to do all the legwork. I asked Dan what he had, and he sent me a file, and it's the whole fucking book, literally just like. And he put all the ideas out, like backstory, his philosophy, all this stuff that he had written down. And he was like, "Maybe we could help me break this down, and we'll do dialogue." And so that's what we did. And it's been a blast. And like every day we'll talk, and maybe we'll talk about the book. But Dan's just gotten to be a really good friend of mine in the process.
Well, it's a bromance story. I love a bromance story.
It's funny because like when we get done with this book, we're talking about. I live in Austin. He lives out near Birmingham, and we're talking about getting together and spending a couple days just plotting out the next few books and getting them together. Coming down here, something like that. Go hang out here in Austin in the evenings, work in the daytimes. Go have some fun. Let's see if we can pull that together in the age of COVID. But in the meantime, he's become a pal, man. I mean, it's been a pleasure working with him. I mean, if he lived in town, I'd hang out with him once a week, I'm sure.
That's awesome. I do like the encouragement between you guys. It helps bring out the best in each of you. Definitely, for sure. I like that you guys kind of lift each other up. It's so inspiring and helpful, because a lot of times people are scared to reach out to somebody else, whether it's just like, hey, look at this and tell me what you think type of thing. But these kinds of relationships can definitely blossom. So Dan, what made you like, are you like a huge Bigfoot fan? Was that it?
No. I come from a world of comedy comics. Okay. I've been doing comics for about, I started in 2007 when my first book, it was called Latex Avenger. He wore rubber on his head. He had a sidekick named Spermicidal Foam Lad, and together they repelled crime 99.9% of the time. That was my first foray into comics. I did that for about about 8 issues, and did that. I was working with a partner. I started the book myself. I went a few issues by myself, and then I picked up a kid named Bon Adami who passed away a few years ago. Great guy, though. Miss him every day. That's one of his pieces right here. And Bon and I worked together on Latex Avenger. While he was drawing it, I was just writing it. And I started tooling around with a project called Masters of the Obvious. He was like, I want to draw that too. So we did that for Hound Comics. Then we did a thing for the Stan Lee Foundation. It was we did a lot of stuff together. And after Bond passed and it was time to come up with something different, the big thing was, what is completely different? I mean, that was the biggest driver for me. I didn't want to do comedies. I didn't want to do, one-shot comics. I wanted to do a big arc. And Bigfoot just, I mean, the name just kind of rolled off. I love crazy names. I've got characters like Kosher the Pig and F-Bomb and Manibus, who's this kaiju pot monster, and Sexy Nurse America and Firecrotch, and all these characters that I've worked on for years with Latex Avenger. Dr. Biclops, the Visible Woman, LeBron the Snapping Turtle. I mean, all these characters that I've worked on over the years. The name Bigfoot just kind of rolled off the tongue, and Bigfoot Knows Karate rolled off the tongue. And off to the races we go. It was such a superficial reason to start a comic book. I mean, it really was. I'm not a cryptid fan. All my. I
thought you were going to tell me that you've gone like Bigfoot hunting.
No. Here's the thing. So I did a bunch of research on Bigfoot when I got started doing this. I watched documentaries, I read some articles, did some things like that. And the one fucking thing that I noticed about that was nobody knows shit about Bigfoot. Okay, so because you ain't seen a Bigfoot. Who's seen a Bigfoot? I ain't seen a Bigfoot. Casey, Kat, you seen Bigfoots? No. You can't see a Bigfoot, and that was the one thing that I took away from those documentaries was you can't see a Bigfoot, and that's the rule that I brought into this world. If you notice one of our pieces of artwork you were showing in page 5, he just whoops the shit out of these hunters who were going after this rabbit, right? Well, in page 6 right there, you can see him almost phasing in. They can't see him, he phases in on them before he makes his attack. So and it's been, that was the rule I brought in, and it's been the concept of isolation is another big deal in this comic. If you're the only Bigfoot in the world and nobody can see you, nobody can talk to you, what would that do to your psyche? That's a really big thing. So that's really, I kind of got off subject of your question. So back to you, Kat.
He's the predator Bigfoot.
It's actually really perfect. explanation. I like it when my guests go off into not so much a rant, but like a good explanation. Because I'm just like, I'm just here for the story, man. I'm here for nothing.
Well, like the
else.
Michael Jackson meme eating the popcorn,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's me. That's 100% me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I've never seen Bigfoot because I'm too busy looking for the Loch Ness monster.
Sure.
So you guys have Cthulhu in there. Are there going to be any other like? Will Nessie be in there too somewhere?
I mean, we have plans for other cryptids.
Yeah, there'll be things showing up from here and there. So that will definitely play a part in the story. Is that theme of cryptids will be showing up repeatedly throughout.
That's awesome. And you said it's a five book arc?
5 issues, yeah.
Awesome. And how many issues are out right now?
This will be the first issue. So
okay.
We're only on issue fresh. Okay. We are fresh.
Sweet. Get the addiction going now.
Well, exactly. And, what's been amazing is the fan support that we've got already. We're really active on Instagram. I am especially. And we've got a nice group of people who are really supportive, and we've received fan art like you wouldn't believe. We've received almost 50 pieces of fan art since I'm not kidding around. We've almost 50 pieces of fan art since we got started. I mean, wild. If you go to our website, you can see a bunch of it on there. But I mean, there was a piece of art that was so good that I ended up saying, I told the guy, I'll buy it from you and we'll put it on the variant cover for the deluxe edition.
Oh, that's actually a fan art.
Yeah, there's I did the red cover, the red and black cover that looks like this. That's mine. But there's, if you go on the website, like on our actual website, there in the Kickstarter section, all 4 covers are up there. I just put them up right before.
Yeah, I saw the different covers. I just thought they were
one. The blue one on the left with the Cthulhu up front with those 2 eel-like things, that's the fan art piece that we received, and it's gorgeous. And then that's done by a gentleman named Adam Caswell. The 2 color pieces, those are mine, and then the black and white piece that was done by a gentleman named Matthew Skillern. And it was both great artists. I mean, I can't let a fan artist do a cover. That's ridiculous. I have to pay them at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Skiller and I hired, but Adam was so amazing. We had to bring that on. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, those are the covers for the book.
I just thought they were all yours and you did different variations of it. I didn't know that.
I'm drawing different styles, but not for this project. Like, I mean, this is, the style that I have in the red and the blue covers, the number 2 and 4 there. Those are the styles that I'm running with. That's the style I'm running with for the storyline. Yeah.
Casey, are you an artist as well, or are you just a writer?
No. I mostly just write. And I'll gladly cede that to someone else. I'm not. I wanted to be when I was a kid, and then I realized I wasn't good. But
stick figures city over here. Like, I feel you on that. Definitely want to be an artist, but I was like, oh, I can't draw. It's fine.
It's wild. Like when you look at, and I see this at the Comic Jam, it's the artists have the mentality of someone who goes to the gym and does bodybuilding. They're constantly like bashing their head up against the wall until they improve, until they to break through. It's not just I'm going to draw this and then this is done forever. It's I'm going to draw this so I can get better and then draw this. And it's constant improvement, constant work to get to the level where they want to be. And I see that in Dan's work. Dan is by trade, he's a graphic designer. And he does some amazing stuff. And when I did a comic with him via the Comic Jam, we had such a good time working together. We're like, we're gonna have to do this again.
Oh yeah.
And
we did a tribute to Steve Ditko. Sorry to interrupt, but we did a tribute to Steve Ditko when he passed away. That Casey came up with the most brilliant concept. And I mean, when he gave me that script, I was like, yeah, we're going to have some fun together. And we did. I mean, and the Comic Jam was great. for me because it kind of got my feet wet again when I decided to start doing comics and picking up some jobs and stuff. It was nice to get back into that again. So and I've drawn space sharks. I've done the Ditko thing. I mean, we drew a haiku, for crying out loud. It was awesome.
His haiku blew my mind, just the way that he played with style in there. And that's one thing when you are when you're at a level as an artist, you can kind of jump around and do whatever you want to and choose the style that you want. And Dan's able to do that. And it's really impressive to me when people are on their game like that.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Casey.
Oh, they're nice. I wish we had like little, not hearts, but like little twinkles and stuff.
Yeah,
I love a good.
This one, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
so.
I like a good
we don't have
buddy.
sound effects,
Right?
Like kissing noses or...
I'm glad we don't have sound effects, but like I'm a sucker for a good buddy story, and this is a great buddy story. Like I'm very big into buddy stories, and it's always good because I've been doing this for a minute, and sometimes people are like, we're grateful that we get along, and then other times you hear those horror stories where it was like, I thought he was a cool guy, but he's actually a douche. Like I'm like, oh damn, I didn't want you to
boiled
see that.
My rabbit,
Yeah. So I'm glad that this is actually, a match made in comic book heaven type of thing. Yeah. So with the comic jam, can anyone enter that and participate in that, or do you have to be like a certain skill set level to be part of that?
We don't want skill set levels or anything like that. Okay. I want people to know what a comic is before they join, but we have people that are like coming in and I want to try my hand at this. And if they're committed, they're committed. The one rule I have is I don't want to work, you can choose who you work with.
Okay.
I don't want to work with assholes. And so like if somebody is a jerk, if I see their online presence and they're not good people to be around or like hateful, I'm not going to subject the people in my group to that type of person. We have people from all stripes in our group. We have people from all over the world in our group. Okay. It's not just beardy white dudes. And so I want to make it safe for everybody.
What do you mean they don't look like both of you?
No, yeah, right? Like we're a bad example of the inclusiveness of the comic jam, but I promise you we are. And so I try to make sure that everybody gets along and is respectful. And if it comes up that somebody is not, they're out.
Good. Yeah, because you want people to kind of like what you guys do for each other, uplift each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We have a lot of
industry can be very cutthroat. You know what I mean? And you don't.
What the fuck is up with that? By the way, I mean, I'm sorry, but like everything's a little too on edge these days. It's a freaking comic book. Have fun.
Exactly. And that's part of the I like the fact that you brought that up because it can be, you know what I mean? I've had a lot of people say that, they try and do things and people are just jerks and they slam doors in front of, right in their faces type of thing. So I like the fact that you're just like, no, it's definitely like let's lift each other up, because I'm a firm believer of there's room for everyone.
Exactly.
Well, if you're nice.
Absolutely.
And the comic jam was in a way for us to, if you don't have a seat at the table, make your damn chair or build your own fucking table. And that's what we've tried to do. And we've had a lot of projects come out of the jam. And people go on to do really cool stuff.
Yeah. Well, you guys, you and Pete got together on the jam to do Voodoo Child.
So the artist on Voodoo Child, Pete Woods.
Oh, okay.
He's out of England, not American Pete Woods that does Iron Man, but
I was like, name dropping.
Yeah.
Look at us.
He's an amazing guy, amazing artist, and he asked me if I wanted to do a story. So I sent him a few ideas, and we decided to do this crazy Vietnam voodoo comic. And it's been a blast writing. So yeah.
That's awesome. Jack just put up something. The Kickstarter is still going on. Is that what
it starts October 13th?
Oh, it starts October 13th.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we will definitely be, we're excited about the Kickstarter. We've got some really good tiers. We've got some really interesting interesting breakdowns of the book itself, because we're doing a regular edition, 30 pages. And then we're doing a deluxe edition as well. And the deluxe edition has the 30-page story plus a 10-page fan art gallery. And then it's going to also have the some extra sketches by me. And the coolest shit that we came up with is the director's commentary video that you can access from a QR code on that book. So you scan the QR code, it takes you to a YouTube video that'll be private. It'll be myself, Casey, and a few other amazing people who are going to sit down and talk. We're going to talk through the book page by page. We're going to talk about what brought us here, what brought us to the dance, and what we plan to do next, so to speak. And so we're really going to get into all the nuances of the project, the themes that we're going to be playing with. You're going to learn a lot about Bigfoot himself in that, there's going to be some hints to who Bigfoot is and, more about him at the end of this issue. But we're really going to delve into the history of that in this director's commentary. So I'm really excited about that, because I've never seen anybody do anything like that.
No, I've never seen anything like that. And I was actually going to ask you for an exclusive. I wanted to know, what's your favorite reward that's going to be on the Kickstarter?
That's the one. So we've got a couple of cool things we're doing. There's a gentleman named Josh Flower who did an amazing piece of fan art for Bigfoot, and a bunch of people said that needs to be on a shirt. So Josh and I worked out a deal, and we are putting that piece of artwork on a shirt. So there'll be the deluxe edition shirt combo will be one of the things that you can get. There'll be the 4 cover pack that will be I'll sign all of those. And so you can get the 2 deluxe editions and the 2 regular editions. We got some cool stretch goals we're going to be doing.
Nice.
Trading cards and stickers and the usual mishigas. But really, I can't wait for that director's commentary. I think that's going to be a game changer for what people can do on a Kickstarter.
We have a comment that says the only one response to your offer is shut up and take my money.
Sean, I love you. You got a place at the table. We'll come over. We'll throw something on the grill. Okay, man. So that's awesome. Sean is a big supporter of ours, and that's the first time he's ever has left that comment. So good on you. Look at you. All right.
We had a little bit of technical difficulties. We lost Casey. I'm not sure if he's on his way back.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to get a message to him on Facebook.
Okay.
Well, we love you, Case.
Yeah. Love you, Case. I really do like this relationship, you guys. It's because for those that didn't get to see behind the scenes stuff, you guys were, chit-chatting while we were setting everything up, and you guys have a great rapport. You guys have been doing this for years. He says, ironically, I'm in San Antonio, Texas. Barbecue is life. I know barbecue.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what, we need to bump into each other at an Alamo City Comic Con then, or something like that, because that's an amazing comic convention. If you've never been to Alamo City, that's incredible. I have a great Adam West story from that convention that will, if you want to hear it, I'm happy to tell it.
Yes. Oh, okay. Adam West is life here. Yes. Oh, I love Adam West. Adam West is my Batman.
He's my Batman. And so anyway, did you know on Roku TV that they have the entire Batman series? Yeah. Anyway, it makes me very happy.
Yeah, because Eartha Kitt is my Catwoman too, by the way. So.
Yeah, I love Eartha Kitt. Like Eartha Kitt and as Catwoman, and then her scenes in Boomerang. Like to me, she killed that. She killed her Boomerang scenes. Like it was going out of style. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's like my favorite.
Marcus. I mean, it was so good, so good. Lady Eloise. Anyway, so. No, Adam West though. So we got invited to this like VIP party type thing over at one of the hotels one night. And I'm there with Bon and my agent at the time. And so we're mingling around, Power Rangers over here, Star Wars people over there, wrestlers over there, you know, the usual types of folks, you know, Sharknado cast, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh my God.
And so we're, you know, but we're all hanging out with mostly with our buddies, just drinking and having fun. And Kim, my agent, comes over and says, hey, you need to come meet this person real quick. So it ended up being Adam West's agent. And so he and I hit it off. We're talking about good tequila. We're talking about NPR. We're just having a good chat, good conversation. Next day, I'm walking into the convention. Little worse for the wear from that good tequila from the night before. And, you know, I'm walking in, cell phone rings. Hey, Dan, this is Kim. You need to get over to the green room right away. Go to your table, drop off your stuff, grab your books, and come over. Okay. So I go to the green room. Bond's with me, and go up to the very large security guard standing up there. And I'm like, hi, my name is Dan Price. I'm here to, yes, Mr. Price, we're expecting you. Walk this way. I walk in and I see all those Sharknado casts and all the Power Rangers. One of them stole my lighter. That's a whole other story. Anyway, so we walk through the green room, and who's standing there? The agent, Adam West's agent. He goes, "Are you ready?" I said, "What am I ready for?" And he goes, "Come here." I turn around. There's Adam West. I got to sit down with Adam West for about 10, 15 minutes. His line is starting to build up for autographs, and we're just sitting there talking with him. And he's just was the nicest guy. He's just such a nice guy. I mean, he was so, and I'm doing Masters of the Obvious at the time. I don't have one of the books by me, but and you got like Dr. Biclops. He's got two eyes. The Visible Woman. You can't miss her. Dorhulon, the indentured geek servant robot. They fly around in LeBron the snapping turtle. You don't make him snap. You wouldn't like him when he snaps. And they fly around in a battle toaster called the USS Screensaver, having pop culture adventures throughout the galaxy.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
And so Adam West looks at me and he goes, "Is it absurd?" And I go, "Yes, it is." And he goes, "I love it already."
Oh my God.
That was like, I mean, he did the, you know, I mean, I was like, yeah,
oh my God, I'm so jealous.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Have you heard the story about him